everybody, Arlex here again. We are back with Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition. We just finished off helping, one more time. We just finished talking to Ingress, and we learned about her chattering teeth, all the portals, a little bit more into how the portals work. There's much more to learn about them, and yes, there are a lot of portals in this city and other places. We also need to get revenge for Sabotage. That's a little bit more down the line. So, with that said, let's continue on where we left off. Also, I kept pausing because, quite frankly, these thugs, I'm about to explain. These are all over everywhere. Yes, I meant to say that. These thugs are all over everywhere, basically. Not literally, but very close to literally. Now, with that said, it's not like a lot of other games. They will randomly be friendly for the longest time and then suddenly attack you. Whether it be one of them, two of them, five of them, or one dies and they watch, go away, come back and kill you. They are that fickle. That's not all the enemies. There's just certain enemies like that, but still, yeah. So if I just pause incessantly or anything, just know that's it. Until you see one randomly attack me, then you'll understand. Continuing. We talked to Dabus, we talked to Ingress. What are you? Angry Hive Dweller. Let's see. Quentin, Sevtai, Death of Names. Here's a new spot. Hive Thug, Hive. Yes, there are a lot of thugs. You know, if I remember, give me just a second. Alright, sorry for the pause there. We're going to talk to this harlot for a specific reason. Hold on. You see a tired-looking woman dressed in a tight leather bodice and leggings. The odor of cheap perfume surrounds her like a cloud, and her face is covered with a mask of crude makeup. She smiles as she sees you. Why don't you stay and chat with me a while? I'm not doing this again. Why don't you stay and chat with me a bit, love? Greetings. The woman looks coyly at you. Now you look to be a blood who's lost something. Maybe I can help you find it, Cutter? She smiles slightly. Oh? Well, good fortune. We probably lost what you're looking for back at your kit, miss. Actually, I'm missing a journal. Eh? She seems confused. What are you about? Forget the journal. Maybe you can help me find what I'm really missing. Now, what you think? Potomacan's business like I love. Now there's the matter of a finder's fee. Forget it, and I had some questions. The woman frowns. I'm not a tout. She frowns and rubs her two fingers together. Unless you've got some jink and you pay for my time. Never mind then. Farewell. Here we go. You're lost. When you get tired of losing things and need to find some things, love, come you see me. Keep that in mind. Chief, can you sport me some jink? It's been a long time, it has. I'm not even going to ask how you intend to accomplish this. The woman breaks in. It's twice the cost for the memer. Or any other degenerate. Memer? Mimir. Give me a second. It's gonna bug me, OCD. Gotta find the pronunciation. Okay, it's about Mimir. A little bit more of a... There's a bit of a rolling of some letters in the original Icelandic where it comes from, but I'm not doing that. Mimir is a talking encyclopedia. That's me, Chief. I see. Well, don't sweat it more. From the looks of her, I'm probably saving you from dying twice. May a pox shrivel your innards. You have the stinking fashion sense of goat herd and you're twice as ugly. Oh.
New taunts, all right.
I'll explain this in a minute. Mort stares, hypnotized as the harlot let loose a stream of obscenities. At the end of the verbal avalanche, Morton's silent for a moment, then turns to you. Wow, Chief, got a few more taunts for the old arsenal. Turns back to the harlot who is catching her breath. I'm also in love. Alright, let me show you. Give me a second. No! Yes. Alright. I might have gotten this wrong. Hold on. No.
What's up?
There we go. Litany of curses. Yeah, this thing. Mort can draw upon his repertoire of insults to taunt an opponent into lowering his guard and attacking. The target suffers penalty to hit and damage when enraged. The spell cannot target undead creatures. Magic resistance does not affect the spell. The target does get a saving throw versus spells to resist the effect. However, while the target is taunted, the target suffers a -2 to hit, a -2 to AC, and a -2 damage as long as the litany of curses is in effect. And give me a second, let me see. I'm surprised it doesn't give me more. Let me see what the increase is per him learning more insults. Hold on. Oh, I found it. Every single taunt he learns gives him a +1 bonus to the spell's effect. In other words, how effective it is against the opponent. Harder to resist, and harder to resist for opponents to resist, basically. You get the point. It's honestly pretty good.
Okay.
Plus, you're the -2 to hit.
All right.
Alright, and you only have to talk to Harlot one time to get that. Saving. Got my stuff. The post. This filthy looking corpse is in sad shape. Its shoulders are slumped and one of its legs is broken, causing it to lean to one side. Stains cover it from head to toe, judging from the smell and the texture. The stains run from rotten fruit to mud and bird droppings. Ugh. To add to the indignity, graffiti has been carved into its body, and several notices have been nailed into its chest, back, and head. Let's see here. Examine the corpse. Despite the many stitches, the corpse's rotting skin is peeling in several places, revealing long stretches of muscle and bone. You guess that this zombie is frequently used as target practice. The fruit and mud stains aside, some of the tears in the skin shall have rocks and bits of glass launched in them. One wicked-looking cobblestone is still embedded in the side of its head. Examine the graffiti and notices. A number of the leaflets have been ruined by rain, but some of them are still legible. One tacked to his back is from something called the Office of Vermin and Disease Control. The one on his forehead looks like a bill of fare for a restaurant, one on his chest looks like an official notice, and another appears to be some sort of want ad. Ignore the notices, examine the graffiti. The graffiti runs from obscenities about the dustmen to slogans glorifying what appear to be local gangs. One piece of graffiti catches your eye. Someone has carved the name Ferret on the corpse's left arm, then slashed an X across it. First off, let me do what I saw earlier, pry out the cobblestone. You grab hold of the cobblestone and pull it out of the corpse's head. Traces of brain matter and rotting flesh slowly drip from it. Looks like whatever was in its head turned to ooze long ago. Oof. Is it there? Let me see. Leave the corpse in peace. Cobblestone. This is the polished cobblestone that was lodged in the zombie's skull. It still has traces of brain matter dripping from it. Oof. Okay, so... yeah. I don't think I need that, but let me see if I can sell it. Just curious. Not now, but a little bit later. Alright, and I think... alright, give me a second. Examine the graffiti and notices. I could have sworn I could have asked about fair... ah, there we go. Look at the post for the Office of Vermin and Disease Control. For those hive citizens wishing gainful employ of the most honorable and generous civil Sigil government, inquire forthwith at Office of Vermin and Disease Control to help stem plague of brain rats plague. Bounties paid. Copper given for each rat tail brought. Tails must be genuine and from rats only. No cat, dog, or fiend tail accepted. Yeah. Office several streets south and west of Mortuary Gate in Lower Hive. Ask for official inspector in charge, the respected Phineas T. Lord, XXXIX. Whoa. Examine the other notices. Examine the bill of fare. Someone has posted a bill of fare for the Gathering Dust Bar, but the bill of fare cannot be read as the word Smoldering Corpse Bar have been spread in charcoal over the bill. Smoldering Corpse Bar. The zombie immediately jerks his left arm upwards and points to the southwest. A moment later, the arm falls back to its side with a thump. Reminds me of a job I once had. He seems embarrassed. Well, I mean, without arms. I wonder if this would work with the other notices. Exactly. Official notice. Public notice. By order of the Judiciary Council and in accordance with the citizenry of Sigil, let it be known those defacing a registered servant of the Dustmen, either by graffiti, malicious attack, or by posting notices, will constitute felonious assault, and the perpetrator will be answerable for the vandalism of said servant by order of the Hall of Speakers. I don't know who they are. Examine the other notices, and the last one. Wanted. Able-bodied person willing to investigate a matter of the utmost importance to the Dustman cause will offer suitable compensation upon successful completion of said task. Interested parties inquire with initiate, I don't know how to pronounce that, Gathering Dust Bar. Yep, jerk, quump. Bump, rather. Fair.
Updated my journal.
There we go! The zombie immediately jerks his left arm upwards and points to the west and downwards. A moment later, the arm falls back to its side with a thump. 500 experience. So in other words, west and downward. Alright. Ah, here we go.
I've never seen something so ugly I've not. Hike off.
Okay. You see a striking red-haired girl dressed in leather armor. Her right arm is covered with a series of interlocking plates that look as if they were taken from the skin of some creature, and a horn shoulder piece protects her left arm. Oddly enough, she has a tail that is flipping back and forth as you watch. Like off. Okay. Greetings. The girl ignores you. Who are you? The girl sneers and makes some scene gesture with her tail. Pike off, you clueless son. Alright, hey, easy. I just had some questions. Aye, what is it you want? Can't help but notice that you have a tail. Did I get an insult from her? Do I now? The girl looks at her tail. So I do! And here I was thinking that it was a trick of the eye. Aye, aren't she a shot cutter? She bares her teeth. Why don't you... I need to get better at that, sorry. Why don't you go away to whatever hole you crawled out of and leave me be? Me and Norman tails for trade, Jake. Alright, I was just curious. It's just as well neither you nor your tail are for sale. You couldn't squeak out a living with him anyway. Yeah, what are you about, you blighter? Say it again. Hold on. He said, and I disagree, that you could make a living selling yourself. So this now, you be playing stern hardhead, friendly hardhead with me? Sneers, pike off, you lecherous filth. Let me see if I can get a taunt from that. Oh, aye. It's a good I sell corpses, then aye. You look ready for the dustman's furnace, skull. Sell corpses. Aye. The dustman paid a little jink for anyone with a will to scrape debtors off the street and bring them to the mortuary. This is me territory, so don't even think about fishing for debtors here, alright? What do the dustmen want with the dead? Sorry. What do the dustmen want with the dead? Bury them proper like, send them all over to the right plane, and make sure that everything in the multiverse is nice and tidy. Aye, plane. Be the gulf between your ears so wide, me word echoes. Ah, you ask too many questions, Scab. Back off and ill someone with your questions.
Looks like the Dusty's lost one of their debtors. Well, what is it?
Okay, let me reload here. Because, quite frankly... Hold on, did I already ask this guy? Did I do something wrong here? Yeah, I already got it, going back. I was just trying to be nice, I forgot I'm being lost.
Dusty's lost one of their debtors.
Tail. Okay, now. Anyway, can you tell me where I am? You're lost, but you're about to find trouble. Make yourself lost somewhere else, bubber. Find some other questions. I'm missing a journal. Have you seen one? Oh, wait, hold on. Those useless questions. Here we go. I'm looking for someone named Ferret. You know where I can find him. Aye, I might. I might say more if you sweeten the question. Aye. Flicks her tongue. Rubs two fingers together. Jink, jink. Aye. Jink, jink. She means money. Oh. Aye. She glances at more at the shrugs. What the skull said. Hard going. I could have sworn.
Ugh. I've never seen something so ugly I've not.
Oh! Oh, that is annoying. One more charisma and things would have been a bit easier for me there.
Well,
right, let me pay her.
What is it?
Aye, alright, she pockets the money. It's gone so quickly you have no idea where it vanished to. Look for him in the alley Spirewood from Mortuary. That's west of the mortuary, aye? South and west of the mortuary. Thanks, farewell.
No debtors today said walking ones looks like. Aye, slow Sigil day it is.
Let me see, there's only a few more things to do here. Bane the Sender. You see a heavyset man with sharp features and a pained expression. Despite his huge frame, however, he has an effeminate look about him. And unlike the other residents you've seen here, he looks to have bathed recently. As you approach, he looks up hopefully and calls out in high voice, Craddock, good sir? What? His hopeful expression dies as he studies your face. 1,000 apologies, good sir. If I have given offense. Gives a slight bow. I am called Bane the Sender, third child of Dai Bane the Sender. I am one of the many runners in the employ of the House of Senders. No apologies necessary. What do you want? 1,000 apologies for troubling you with such a trivial matter, but I seek Craddock, an overseer in the hive. Bane looks like he's in pain, but alas, he eludes me. Looks as you, hopefully again. Could it be you have heard of such a man? No, I'm sorry, I haven't. Bane gives you a deep sigh. I am bound to deliver a message to him, and yet fortune has chosen not to favor me. I could help you if I come across the man. I could pass along your message. Bane's face lights up like a lantern. Oh, fortunate day for Bane in the House of Cinders. Any assistance you provide would be most welcome. If you could find this Craddock and pass along the message, I shall see to it you are paid for your troubles. Alright, what's the message? Bane recites the message almost like a mantra. The shipment must be incursed by the 3rd day or there will be a penalty. Bane frowns. I'm told that Craddock will know of the shipment to which the message pertains. If I see Craddock, I will pass along the message. Is there anything you told me about him before I go that might help me find him? He is said to be a giant of a man, stern of features, that he is an overseer in one of the high marketplaces. Alas, I know little else than that, good sir. I see, that's enough. Bane bows. Thank you, sir. Should fortune favor you and you are able to bear the message to Craddock, be so kind as to return and tell me of it. We'll see to it your efforts are rewarded.
Updated my journal.
Slow, civil day it is.
Alright. No! I'm glad I found out what's doing that. It's C. C's and Charlie. Let me see here.
I've never seen something so ugly, I've not. All started crutch be telling us.
Oh, that's right.
about now.
Give me a second. I need to, this is that special area. Yeah.
Done.
Awesome. Not what I meant to do, but awesome.
I'm gone.
Okay. Let's see, there's a few more things to get here. This is kind of the slowest part of the game. It's when you start getting side quests, and it's when you really get into it. Oh, that's right. This is the Gathering Dustman bar, if I remember correctly.
Chief, what are we doing in here? Let's say we just give this place the laugh, all right?
Nah, I'm good. I got people to talk to. Okay, give me a second.
I'm gone.
Let's see here. Ah, he's trying to get my attention. Sure, why not? This tiny wizened man is dwarfed by... Tiny wizened man is dwarfed by his huge dustman robes. They look as if they were chosen to cloak his small stature. Although he looks to be in his late 90s, this man is extremely energetic. Pitches continuously. His eyes dart around the bar like a bird's. Greetings. The man's eyes gleam as he takes your measure and he gives a slight nod in greeting. Hail and well met, traveler. You look like one who is just getting their sigil legs about them. Pardon me. Have we met before? Your face seems familiar. Yes, we have, but go into that. Possibly. Are you certain it was me? Maybe I was mistaken. Mortai shakes his head. Well, no matter. No matter. How is the Mortai gravestone may help you? Do you... He clucks his tongue as he speaks. Did I miss something? Do you seek, sorry, the contract, perhaps? Contract. The contract. Why, it is but a simple transaction. From the depths of this huge robe, Mortai pulls forth a dusty parchment and a quill pen. I give you 50 commons in return after death. The Dustman faction may claim your remains, he smiles, and clucks his tongue. What use will you have for them at this point, anyway? That point, anyway. What do the Dustmen do with my body? Mortai holds up his hands as if he doesn't know. What does it matter? It is of no consequence when you pass on. It matters to me. Well, if you must know, oft times nothing is done with the body, and it is we, the Dustmen, who have wasted all that money. More fools us. Mortai gives a light smile, then looks apologetic, but rarely. There are times when the workers in the mortuary need to be replaced, and we may have a need for your body. Aha, that's a lie. Oh, yeah, that was way too many corpses being used. Okay, now this is where I can get a little bit manipulative, but if I'm careful, I'm not chaotic. Let's see. Not interested, thanks, though I did have some questions. Could you tell me about some of the patrons here? Of course, which of the patrons did you wish to know about? Actually, never mind, I don't have any other names. I'll come back. Have you seen a journal recently? I don't think so. Shakes his head. No, nothing. Nope, nothing. Let's see. Let me make sure. No. Is something wrong? Sorry. Mortai nods as you turn to leave. There's a strange expression on his face. Something wrong? Forgive me, but I must ask. Again, are you sure we haven't met before? Possibly. I do not recall you. Mortai shakes his head. Well, no matter. Yeah, farewell. Mortai studies you as you leave, and you hear him mutter under his breath something about that. Now, if I remember correctly, if I talk to multiple people and then go back to him, he gives me a little something extra. You see a heavyset man with dark skin and grim features. He is dressed in dustman robes and is regarding you with a stony gaze. Greetings. You have the look of one lost. The man's voice lacks stone settling. Did the wind send you, or are you here with a purpose? Who are you? I am Emmerich, factotum and initiate of the Fourth Circle. Is this your bar? You measure ownership in comfort. This is not my establishment. You measure ownership in spirit. It is mine. He pauses as if trying to emphasize a point. The dustmen here are my students. They are under my protection. Can I ask you some questions? Emmerich waits. When he asks that, you tell me about the Dustmen faction. Dustmen seek the true death. Some call it oblivion, but this is incorrect. The Dustmen, the true death is freedom from the chains of this false life. This life that many cling to with their emotions is a false existence. As one clings to it, they will continually be reborn into it. One must divest themselves of emotion to escape the cycle. I see. Can you tell me about how your faction is organized? The Dustmen are organized into 5 circles. The 5th circle is made of the lowest rank of Dustmen, initiates. The 1st circle is comprised of the highest rank of Dustmen, the ruling body of our faction. Believe it or not, this stuff's important. It opens up conversation topics later. You tell me about the dead contracts. You wish to sign the dead contract? What is it exactly? In exchange 50 copper commons, the dead contract gives the Dustman faction the rights to your corpse after death. You wish to sign? No, I had some other questions I wanted to ask. Searching for a man named Farid. I'd like to know why you seek the collector Farid. Collector? Collectors gather the dead. Okay, gather the dead. When collectors gather the dead, same dead bodies. Why? Streets are not a burial ground. The mortuary is where the dead are to be interred. It is the duty of a dustman. Emmerich falls silent for a moment. For some reason, you feel he's trying to make a point. I would know why you seek this collector Farid. Why? Is there something wrong? The collector Farid has brought many corpses to the mortuary of late. One must ask where these bodies are from. More about the bodies. Some are recent dead. They still have their last moments in their eyes. Many more bodies are centuries dead. The dust of age lies upon their bones. One must ask where these bodies are from. Perhaps I could find where these bodies are from. Why would you do such a thing? I will track down Farid and ask him. If you spoke with the collector Farid and returned with his answers, you will have done a great service for the dustman. Find where the dead he brings to us are from, and you will be very, very well rewarded. Very well. I will find Farid and speak to him and find out where these dead bodies he brings you are from. Okay, can you tell me where he is? And he hides. Okay. Nothing special. Alright, now, this is what I was talking about. Hold on. No, I didn't mean to do that. There you go. There we go. He's one of those collectors, isn't he? I know little of him. I think Initiate Emmerich mentioned in passing, when he glances around. Emmerich should be around here in the bar somewhere. He can usually be found in the far corner at the head table, I believe. Initiate Emmerich. A lie. Oh, I see. A respected initiate of the Fourth Circle, a very wise man. Oh gosh, that is slightly worried. What is your business with him, may I ask? Perhaps I can help you instead. I was thinking about signing a contract with Emmerich. Mortai looks visibly distressed. No, good sir. He will not offer half the price I will for such a contract. It would be a mere pittance compared to what I could give you. Consider this before you make a hasty decision. How much will you offer? Mortai clicks his tongue. I will offer 100 coppers, sir. Much more than any other dustman will offer. Alright, very well, I will sign with you. Excellent. Mortai looks overjoyed with a thin smile. He places a dusty sheet of parchment in the quill pen in front of you. You shall not regret it. He jabs his finger at 3 points on the page. Sign here, here, and here, and our contraction is concluded. You know, you show more emotion than other dustmen I've met. Mortai's smile turns cold. I trust you meant no offense, sir. I meant no offense, but you seem awfully eager to sign this contract with me. For a dustman, eagerness strikes me as odd. Eager? Mortai arches his eyebrows, then coughs slightly. Sir, do you wish to sign the contract or not? If not, is there a problem with showing emotion? Oh my, yes, Mortai frowns. Too much passion, too much emotion prevents one from reaching the true death. To be passionate runs contrary to the philosophy of our faction, true death. The true death is the state of peaceful oblivion all dustmen aspire to and help all others reach. He clucks disapprovingly. Anything that ties the soul to this life is shunned by our faction, whether these ties are possessions or emotions. You see, passions act as an anchor on the soul, preventing... You get the point. Alright, now let me do this one more time. Emmerich. Contract. You take the quill in your hand. You begin to scratch your signature into the parchment. The quill pen makes a strange scritching noise as it touches the parchment, like a dagger writing on steel. Continue signing. As you sign the parchment, however, you notice that it seems to be shifting beneath your pen. No matter how hard you try, you can't seem to sign your name. The contract seems to twist from being a dusty piece of parchment to something alive. Mortai, what is this contract? What's with it? When you glance up to speak to Mortai, you see that his face has been replaced with that of a grinning skull. The rest of the bars seem to stop, the patrons falling silent, freezing like statues. Mortai opens his mouth and a wisp of dust trails from inside the skull. Mortai? With a rasp, the death's head speaks, dust steaming from its teeth. Sign. Remember, everything has its price. And what can change the nature of a man? The words are a ragged, dead chorus of being spoken by 5, 10, 20, 100 voices. Old, young, female, male, desperate, calm, hysterical. Nature of a man. As you speak the words, suddenly you feel faint, and the next thing you hear is Mortai's voice, normal, and his hands rest upon your shoulder. Sir, are you alright? He laughs uneasily. I thought I'd lost you for a moment. Try and get your bearings. It is as if time has exhaled and resumed its natural breathing. The rest of the bars return to normal, and Mortai's face is no longer a death's head. You feel a strange pressure inside your skull, as if something desperately wishes to surface but cannot. The experience with the death's head that spoke dust, it was as if you remembered a dozen splinters of memory at once, all stabbing into each other to create an image, and you know somehow that every voice the death's head spoke belonged to someone now long dead. Just give me a moment, I'll be fine. Mortai removes his hand from your shoulder. He looks uneasy, more at the prospect of losing a customer than any concern for your welfare. As you stare at the dusty parchment upon the table, you know for a fact that this is not the first time you have penned your name to a contract, and perhaps not the first time you have signed one such as this. No more. Finish signing the contract. You scratch an X across the contract in the 3 places Mortai indicated. As you finish making the last mark, Mortai's hands lash out like 2 whips. The left hand sprinkles dust across the parchment to help the ink dry, and his right hand flicks a string of coppers in your hand, 100 in all. Now business is concluded, fairly. If there's something wrong, same thing as before. Possibly, I don't know. Alright. I'd say that's a good positive one for the day. I promise, after we get this point, it speeds up just a smidge. After we get past this beginning area, not just the dust bar, the whole... where we were. Anyway, thank you for watching. My name is Arlex. Please continue to watch. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll get back to Planescape Torment. Let me see. Yeah, tomorrow. I lost track of my days. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Bye!